Hello there, my name is Vasily Stepan and I'm an attorney at Dimension Law Group. Dimension Law Group focuses primarily on supporting and representing small business owners, entrepreneurs, and real estate investors. This video is to inform you or to give you some information as to how to start a business and the different types of businesses available. Many business owners are wondering, how should I structure my business? There are two very common entity types. First is the limited liability company, or LLC, and the second is an S-Corporation. Choosing your entity type is a critical choice and one that must be made at the beginning. It deserves serious consideration. Hopefully, this video will help you make a wise and informed choice. Why do most people choose LLCs or S-Corporations? There are four major reasons. First, with both entities, you can protect your personal assets from creditors of your business. Second, you can help avoid paying personal and corporate taxes with proper tax planning. Third, both have fewer regulations than the typical C corporation. And finally, both have pass-through taxation. A major difference between an S corporation and an LLC is that an S corporation has strict limitations on who may own the corporation. On the other hand, LLCs do not have these restrictions. Another slight difference is the way the income is passed through the corporation. I would like to begin with an S corporation. There are a few requirements. First, you must be a domestic corporation. It cannot be a foreign or out-of-state corporation. Second, you can only have a certain type of shareholder. It can include individuals, certain trusts, and estates. It cannot include partnerships, other corporations, or non-resident alien shareholders. Another restriction on an S corporation is that you may have no more than 100 shareholders. This is very important for a business owner. And finally, you can only have one class of stock. There are certain tax benefits in an S corporation. You must elect to be taxed under Subchapter S of Chapter 1 of the Internal Revenue Code in order to be treated as an S corp. You would file with the Secretary of State as a regular corporation, and then you would ask to be treated as an S corp with the IRS. There are certain administrative requirements of an S corp. Typically, an S corp has a lot more administrative requirements or restrictions than an LLC. You're required to elect a board of directors and officers. Second, you must file annual reports every year. And finally, you must conduct board meetings and maintain minutes of the meeting as required by law. There are fewer restrictions and limitations on an LLC than there are on an S corporation. First, there are no maximum number of members. With an S corp, there's a limitation of up to 100 shareholders. With an LLC, you can have as many as you want. A few steps in forming an LLC. First, you must choose a business name. You must request it with the Secretary of State. Then you would file articles of organization, create an operating agreement, and then you would do your administrative things. You would hire employees, get all the necessary licensing and permits, and then you would announce and market your business. There are certain tax benefits with an LLC as well. An LLC is not treated as a separate tax entity in the eyes of the federal government. Instead, federal income taxes are passed on to the LLC members and are paid through their personal income taxes. Finally, there are a few administrative requirements of an LLC. You must have a clear definition of the members' roles and their responsibilities in your operating agreement in order to avoid liability. Finally, you can't have any type of commingling of funds with your personal assets and the business assets. This is very, very important. Otherwise, you may be held personally liable. Also, you are typically not required to maintain board meeting minutes or even have board meetings whatsoever. In summary, many business owners choose between an S corporation and a limited liability company. Both entities provide many benefits. They allow pass-through taxation. They allow limited liability for personal assets, and there are fewer regulations than there are with the C corporation. However, S-corps and limited liabilities differ a little bit. LLCs have fewer administrative requirements, and there are fewer limitations as to who can hold an LLC. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at dimensionlaw.com. Thanks and have a great day.